My mother is from Kfair in South Lebanon, and my father from Kaukaba. They are from two different villages, but we lived in Kfair, in the village of my mother. And it is until now the source of so many of my novels and stories. As a child, I used to work in the fields, like all the children of the villages. So I was not supposed to go beyond third elementary, because that was the highest class in our school. It is a government school. But through the help of an uncle in the States, I was able to come to Shuwaifat High School and finish my high school education. From then on, I started working as a teacher and as a journalist, a beginner journalist, to help myself throughout the university. I had BUC at the time, 2 years, and then I moved to AUB, where I took my BA, my bachelor's degree in Arabic literature. I was the first one, and I was carrying really a big responsibility. I remember when I used to go out from class with my colleagues, the boys, at the main gate, I would tell them, please don't walk with me in the street, because I was afraid somebody from the village will see me walking with a young man, and it will be misunderstood completely. And if he goes back to the village, he will spread the news that she is running on the streets of Beirut. My father was very proud of my behavior, so I didn't want, to give him any disappointment. So I heard lately that they started allowing their daughters to come out for education and telling them, إذا طلعتوا مثل أمالين براشد, أنا by my family name. If you behave like Amelie Abu Rashid, we allow you to go out and continue your education. So it is really a big responsibility that you carry if you are the first one to do that. Boys, okay, they were out, but not the girls. In 1962, I published my first novel, Birds of September. Birds of September is, I took it from the birds who emigrate. They pass over the village, and the children start dancing and talking to them, calling them birds of Tur Aylul, Tur Aylul. And then I continued writing about what I know. I hear a story, but I know some of the background from the village, from what I listen very well, what the elderly people tell. So many of my novels and short stories are based on emigration. Throughout the war, I stayed in Lebanon. There was a time really when my children went away either to colleges, to schools outside Lebanon, or to work. And once, I was interviewed, and I was asked this question: how do you manage that all your children are away and you are alone? I was alone. Even my husband had to, when his work was destroyed by the war, he moved to Egypt. I answered, I told her, I gathered them in my prayers. My message was always really peace and love of nature, peace, love of humanity. I don't know what is hatred, what is jealousy. And I like every person to concentrate on what has he has been given as natural gifts or as the result of his work. And I work for peace.